Felicitous greetings, fellow Fanatics. Come on, Kayden, just like we rehearsed.
Can I just say hello?
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Adam the Fanatic.
And I'm Kayden the Fanatic, and today we're going to be taking a look at Z-Ball,
A lightweight dueling card game by Stone Sword Games. Joining me for our first full review together is my nephew, Kayden. As this is a game intended for children, he'll be joining us for the concluding opinion segment. In the meantime, I'll be teaching you how to play as usual. Please keep in mind that this is a prototype copy and all components are subject to change before the final printing. Included here are two teams, the Jade Forest Swayers and the Blue Coast Raiders. The final product is intended to have a total of 4 teams that you can play as. We also have the Red Lake Predators, an AI team for playing solo. Again, the finished product will include additional AI teams which you can play against. For now, let's dive in and see how to play. To start things off, each player will take 5 scorecards, placing them face down. On the opposite side, they say strike, denoting that the player in question has scored a point. The first player to flip all 5 of their strike cards wins the game. To begin play, each player will shuffle their 25 card deck. Included with each pre-built team is a reference card which shows you what each symbol in your deck means. We'll get to that in a moment. Players will flip a coin to see who goes first.
Heads.
With the player winning the call getting the first turn and drawing 2 cards, while the second player gets to draw 3 for their starting hand. Turn structure is quite simple. You'll start by drawing a card, then playing a card, and doing each of the symbols in the top left corner of the card. In our example here, the Blue Coast Raiders have played out Shigra, who has 2 symbols. First, we see a focus, which means we'll start a stack for cards with these symbols on them. They'll be used when the Raiders attempt a strike. Then, we have a strategy icon, which lets them draw an extra card from the top of their deck and add it to their hand. After that, play passes to the Jade Forest Swayers player, who responds by playing Pongo. Pongo has a defense symbol, which will start a stack similar to the one started by the Raiders. They also have a pass symbol, which allows them to play another card. They use this to play Donnie, who has a focus and a draw. We can also see that Donnie has a teamwork requirement that names Pongo. This means that since Pongo is already on the field, they also get to use the small symbols on their card. In this case, another pass. They'll play another Donnie card, this one with 2 strike symbols, so they'll roll the die trying to get a 6 or higher. They'll add their 1 focus to the first roll, though it looks like they don't actually need this, giving them a total of 7. After a strike attempt is resolved, regardless of the result, the striking player will discard all cards on their side of the field with focus symbols, while the defending player will discard all of theirs that have defense symbols. They'll flip over one of their strike cards to show that they scored a point. Donnie's second card has 2 strike symbols, but whenever a player successfully strikes, their turn ends immediately and any additional symbols are ignored. There are 2 ways a game can end. Firstly, if either player successfully strikes 5 times, that player wins immediately. The other way is for time to run out. The first time a player exhausts their deck, they reshuffle their discard pile and continue playing. The second time it happens to the same player, the game ends and whomever has the most points wins. The instructions also include rules for league matches, best 2 out of 3 with sudden death rules if necessary to invoke them. There's also rules for 2v2 play and how to build custom teams, but trying those out is a little difficult with the limited selection of cards in the prototype version. What we can take a look at is the game solo mode. With solo play, you'll play as you would in a normal 1v1 game, while your opponent will be an AI deck. When it's the AI's turn, you'll draw a card from the top of their deck. Each card has 2 sides and a condition. Sometimes you'll see a focus or defense symbol with a quantifier, and the AI will play whichever side matches their side of the field. Other times, you'll see WDL, which tells you to play that side if the AI is currently winning, in a draw, or losing, according to whomever has scored more strikes at that point in time. As this is a prototype copy, I cannot comment on component quality at this time. As for my own thoughts, it's not my sort of game. It's just too dependent on the luck of the die. But it's not meant for game night enthusiasts, it's meant for children. So, Kayden, what did you think?
I liked it a lot. I really like the neat artwork. I enjoy playing as both teams. Blocking was tricky but fun. I give it a cool 8 out of 10.
Z-Ball will be hitting Kickstarter on September 7th. If you're interested in checking out the Kickstarter or learning more, links are included in the description. But what about you? What do you think of Z-Ball? What games do you like to play with younger players? If you have any questions, remarks, or opposing points of view, leave them in the comments down below. And please remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time.
Farewell, fellow fanatics.
Thank you again for watching. I have plenty more to share with you if you're interested. You can click up here above my head to subscribe to my channel. You can click over here on my monitor to see the most recent video that I worked on. Or if you prefer, you can click up here to open this mysterious vault and see what video that the YouTube algorithm has picked just for you.